Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we are talking about how to flirt. Yes, how to flirt with men. So body language is the #1 form of communication. Your energy reads to other people before you ever speak anything with actual language, okay? So keeping that in mind, your gestures, your behaviors, the energy in which you are portraying to the guy that you are dating or maybe just interested in, but you don't want to initiate with him, because here on this channel you are a feminine woman who does not do that, right? But you don't want to look like you're coming off too aggressively or too strong or trying too hard, and you also don't want to look trashy, right? You want to do this in a more classy way. Okay, excuse me, I had to change cameras. So, how to classily flirt with masculine energy men as a feminine woman. So, first valuable tip to mention, and that is smiling and smirking when he is speaking to you. Whether he is telling you a story about his life or something that happened, if he is sharing wisdom with you, when he's, sharing life advice for you, when he's giving you advice, or even simply when he is fixing something for you. If a man is deep into a story and he really he wants you to be engaged and listening to what he has to say, make sure that you are, to show that you're listening, smile and smirk while he is talking. Okay, this is really going to show that you're very engaged with what he is saying to you, and shows him that you're also very interested in what he has to say. It's very flirtatious from the female standpoint, and it's also very vulnerable to just simply smile and smirk and just give attention to whatever it is that he is doing or saying to you. Men love this. It's a very female energy to smile and be joyful and show a lot of emotions on the face. This is something that men have not evolved to do as much as women have. So it's very, very feminine for you to be receptive in what he is saying and show that you're engaged by wearing your emotions on your face, and that you're loving his story, or really taking in the advice that he's telling you. So smiling and smirking. Okay, next up, which kind of leads me to the second point, because this can go hand in hand with the smiling and smirking, and that is looking down, right? So it can be a little bit intimidating if you are just like head to head, straight on, having a conversation with a guy, and maybe your eyes are locked for a very long period of time. This can seem to be very, very intimate, especially to the male brain, because this actually can trigger a more competitive response for them. That's just the rules. That's how it goes in the male brain. They have a higher sense of a competitive response. So it can be very intimidating to just look a guy straight in the eyes or face him head on. So you want to look down if he's speaking to you or telling you a story, or he's just having a lot to say or showing you how to fix something. You just want to kind of tilt your head down and smile, and then look up, and then look down and look up. Just these very subtle, mindless head tilts, and the eyes looking up and looking down. You don't want to stay in the same position for too long, obviously, because that's just awkward. And so you just want to have these very subtle movements and gestures with your eyes and your head tilting. Okay, this is very, very cute and very, very flirty to masculine energy men when they are explaining or showing something to you, okay? So the next way to flirt with a guy in a classy way, and that is physical touch. No, we are not talking about inappropriate physical touch, okay? We did say classy, not trashy, okay? We are talking about like mindless physical touch. Men love female touch, okay? They love like this soft, delicate touch that women have the ability to give to them, okay? It's very different than a man's touch. Our skin is just so much softer. We have these just beautiful, dainty, you know, cute, soft hands. There's just a lot of energy that our skin carries that they simply just put a high price on, okay? So with these physical touches, you want to do these things not in a theatrical or, you know, very obvious kind of way. You want to keep them subtle, like subtle physical touches, soft, delicate hands. So for example, if he is telling you like about a shocking situation or something that happened with one of his friends, and you're just like sitting side by side one another at a bar or at dinner or whatever, and you know he's finished his story and you're like, oh, what, oh my gosh, and you just like kind of like reach over to his arm or his hand or whatever that's like closest to you, and or like his shoulder or something, and you just kind of like graze over it, you know, you just kind of delicately, softly touch it. It's just like this very mindless, subtle gesture. You're not having to like think about it. You're just so in the moment and so subtly just touching over his forearm because he said something surprising or he said something very affirming to you, right? Or like if you're sitting across from him at a dinner table and you get up to go to the bathroom and you like graze by him and like touch his arms or shoulders, it never has a seductive energy attached to it. It's always a more flirtatious, naive, innocent kind of energy attached to it, okay? Because you don't want to overplay this like female seductive siren energy. You want to appear more as a like lighter, you know, more naive, sensual, feminine woman. Is that making sense here, right? So none of these gestures, you want to make them seductive, right? Unless he's your husband, we're not going for seductive here, right? But just these subtle, like very innocent touches. Also, another example to add to that too is like if he is asking you if you would like another drink, maybe you're at a table or you're sitting beside him somewhere, whatever, and he asks you if you would like another drink or if you would like another like appetizer to eat, and you're just like, yes please, and you just kind of like lean over and just like hold your hands on his forearm and you say, yes please, and then you just let go, right? It's very mindless, it's very cute and flirtatious. It's just that little subtle movement that signals to him that you are flirty and that you are interested in him, okay? So all right, and so for the next way of flirting with masculine men in a classy way, and that is moving closer to him. So just placing yourself in front of him and kind of like leaning and like subtly, you know, again with that head tilt, again with those head turns, again with those like eyes looking, the bending, the like shifting your weight onto your hips, just like these very subtle body movements, these very like sensual body movements, and moving closer to him so that way you signal to him that you want to be closer to him and that you are interested and you want him more in your like space, right? So you're never making the move and like like throwing yourself onto him physically, or you're never making the move and coming so close to him and then like giving him a kiss, right? You're just signaling to him that you are moving closer to him, and you know, you're giving him like just these signs that you would like for him to make a move or say something flirtatious back at you, right? You're showing that you are receptive to whatever his advances are. Okay, so if you want him to kiss you, whatever, don't ever kiss him. You just move yourself closer to him and give him that signal that you would not turn him away if he tried to kiss you. Okay, are you following me here? And also, for another tip in that, and this is obviously going to be if you feel like more comfortable with a guy, so this is obviously not for if you've been dating, if you only went on 2 dinner dates so far. Okay, this is more so for somebody that you already have established a romantic connection with, and that could be that you are sitting beside him and you just like kick your heels up or your feet onto his lap or one of his legs, right? You simply just kick your feet up onto his leg, and you touch him in that way, right? You're touching his skin, and but it's nothing, you know, provocative or explicit. You're just simply being flirty and signaling to him that you wouldn't mind if he gave you a foot rub, or you just see him as more of a romantic interest, right? It's all of these it's all of these subtleties that really signal to men that you are flirty, open, responsive, and receptive as the feminine energy woman. Okay, I hope that that was helpful for you. And if you guys like videos like this, make sure you let me know down below and subscribe to the channel to help this channel grow. Share with your friends, give it a thumbs up, and check out my courses down in the description box below. And until the next video, I will talk to you guys soon.